With everything happening right now, it's hard to imagine that other people are having other problems besides dealing with a worldwide pandemic. Cameroon, a nation in Africa, is experiencing a civil war, and harmless civilians are in the middle of a deadly battle. This war is called the Anglophone Crisis. In Cameroon, about 80% of the country speaks French, while the rest speak English. The French speakers control the political system, so the English speakers feel that they are not politically accounted for. It even goes as far as the internet being cut off for the English speakers and the denial of participating in political events. English speakers in Cameroon wanted to start a new English-speaking nation called Amazonia. Anglophones began fighting for the recognition of their new nation with peaceful protests. However, these peaceful protests turned violent once police and military forces began to arrest many civilians. Nelson Akairi Gay began to participate in these protests as he was part of the SCNC, the Southern Cameroon National Council. This was an organization that wanted independence from Francophone's Republic of Cameroon. This group was deemed illegal because it was a secessionist organization. While Akairi and his brother were voicing their beliefs, they were both arrested. During this confrontation with military personnel, Akairi's brother died from an asthma attack. Military soldiers came to Akairi's home in search of him while he was not there. Instead, they arrested his mother and told her that she would not like what they would do to her son if they were to find him. Akairi's mother could not lose another son, so as a family they decided it was best if Akairi left his home nation. Akairi's life was in danger, and he was willing to endure whatever he could to find sanction in a new nation. First, Akairi escaped to Nigeria, then bought a one-way ticket to Ecuador. He suffered a 2,000-mile trip by bus, boat, and foot to finally make it to Mexico. But he was almost in America. By the time he made it to the United States border, he was detained many times and even robbed. Akairi presented himself at the San Ysidro port of entry and pleaded for asylum in America. Akairi came to America all alone and needed safety from his home country. Once making it to America, he wanted to let the world know what is happening in Cameroon because they need foreign help. Akairi was trapped in many different detention centers and has gone months without seeing the sun. He is stuck in concrete cells, the same cells we hold criminals in. Akairi left his home and everyone he loved because his country wanted him dead. His bond was set at $50,000, which is far above the average bond price, which is about $14,500. This was due to his physical appearance and the nation he traveled from. Finding $50,000 seems pretty impossible in a new nation where you have no family or anyone to help. Lucky enough, there are a few organizations and groups that help vulnerable people living in detention centers. A group called RAISES, which is a nonprofit organization, defends the rights of immigrants and refugees. This organization paid for Akairi's bond, allowing him to leave the detention center, but he is still fighting for asylum. Akairi went through a deadly journey to make it to the United States, and we treated this vulnerable man like a criminal. We locked this man in a cage. We make refugees prove that they are in danger in their home nation, and we let them sit in soul-crushing cells. Asylum seekers in detention centers do not have much to look forward to, and even a little gesture goes a long way. One thing that we can do is write to asylum seekers. Allies to End Detention is an organization that welcomes refugees, protects asylum seekers, and operates on the common sense that migration is not a crime and that people do need help. Anyone can help by donating straight to a detainee or by writing to one. Nelson Akairi Gay deserves a new beginning. He is not a criminal, he is just a man in need. If Akairi is not granted asylum and is forced back to Cameroon, he is either a dead man or will be in jail.